Hey YouTube, Texas Hound 7 here. I got something really cool today I've been wanting to show y'all. First of all, I gotta make my apologies. I'm actually doing this video from a BlackBerry. Now, until I get things that I'm really needing to shoot these reviews and updates on things that I'm buying for my collection, this is just what I'm working with, so I apologize in advance. Now today, I've got the SOG Jungle Canopy. Now, what's really cool about this knife is just the size. I mean, just looking at this thing, I mean, it's awesome. Um, Once again, I want to apologize for possible messy clarity and the lighting in here. First of all, I kind of want to start off by saying this is what I would consider a budget knife. Now don't let that freak you out, okay? Like, I know a lot of people think, for good quality you got to spend the money, and they're not. No, that's mainly true. I actually got this at Academy Sports and Outdoors here in San Antonio, and me and my father have been going to that place for a while, and we really enjoy it. And I was really surprised to see this here. Um, some quick stuff that was on the back of the packaging. It's got all the little jungle canopy stuff you want to read about, and when the only thing that sets you apart from your equipment, oh, sorry, when the only thing that sets you away from them and your equipment, better be good. Sorry, I can't read well right now. Anyway, it says SOG Specialty Knives and Tools. Now, kind of want to come down here and it says Made in China. I honestly don't, focusing's messing up. I don't really know what to think about that. I'm not a big fan of Chinese stuff. I'm really not. But down here, I'd like to think that this is true. Lifetime warranty. Designed by SOG in Seattle, Washington. Seattle, I don't really know what to think about that either. But anyway, nothing can be as fine as Texas, right? Okay, forget about all that. Let's get back to the knife. Now let's take a look at this sheath. This sheath is, it's pretty nice. I like it. As you can see, it's got this really big pouch right here. It's pretty nice size. You can I got a medium-sized hand. I can fit 2 fingers in there. I'm sure you can put like I guess people put like a whetstone. Some people possibly even a smaller knife, maybe even like a utility tool, like maybe like a Leatherman, a good Leatherman. Sharpening stones, all that. Now, what's cool about this is it's got this little lanyard hole right here, right there. It goes through a little eyelet. Seems okay. As you can see, I put a leg strap out of this cord that I also bought from Academy, and on the packaging it said paracord. Now, if you get a better look at it, you can see that is not paracord. It's more like a real strong, heavy-duty, reinforced nylon rope. It seems like, I've tested it. It holds up pretty well. It's real strong. I'm trusting it for right now until I do get some decent paracord, which I saw at Bass Pro Shop. Yeah, you can get it at Bass Pro Shop. The real deal, good price. I think it was 100 feet for $8. Seems pretty good. Okay, now back to the sheath. Sorry, I'm rambling. It looks to be it has a double stitching in some parts and a single stitching. As you can see, it's a little wide to make sure in case it's a knife. And on the interior, the insides, the internals of the sheath, it's got a nice plastic bottom, so it doesn't stab through the sheath itself. Because believe me, it would. Right here, you got this strap. Strap seems pretty good. It's when you first buy it, it's as you can see, I'm having a tough time here. It's pretty tight on there. I wouldn't really freak out about that. You know what? Let's stop talking about it. Let's bring it out. And I'm having to do this one-handed, so this is kind of difficult. Okay. Whoa. There you go. Right there on the blade. See if this will catch it. Whoa. Alright. Jungle canopy. Yeah. Sog. And I know I shouldn't do it, but on the back, what we got here? There we go. Oh, it says made in China. Yeah, made in China. Okay. This is a really nice, decently sized knife. As you can see, I mean, this is a beast. The weight on this thing is 19.4 ounces. This is a big boy right here. Overall length is 15 inches. Yeah. What I really like about this is SOG. Let me put this down for a second. SOG on their hand grip has like this digital print camo, but it's like kind of pixelated. I guess you could also refer to it as. Um, but and it's got a real nice gummy grip. See, I don't know if the camera will catch that, but I can actually bend that. I can flex it. But this is a real gummy handle. Not too gummy. It's not gonna shred on you over time. But if your hand gets little fatigued, I mean, this thing ain't going anywhere. Now, as you can see, I also put some of that more, I guess you could say, fake paracord on here. To wrap your wrist through. That way, if you're swinging this beast, it's not gonna go flying off and hitting the person next to you, whatever y'all are doing. I would suggest this knife would be good for camping, hunting, hiking, backpacking, trailing, whatever. I actually bought this in kind of a just in case knife. Um, Whatever that may sound. Uh, you know, uh, and just the weight of it, a lot of people will probably think, man, you're getting, that's a lot of weight to be carrying. But this knife, just look how thick that knife is. I mean, that's a thick stock, a real nice thick spine, and it goes all the way halfway down the blade, a little bit more halfway down the blade. But yes, it is heavy. It's a very heavy knife. But I think I could definitely classify this as dual purpose. You could do a lot of batoning with this knife. I have yet to do it myself. But I had a buddy of mine who had the same knife, and uh, he said it worked great. I mean, he took this thing to 2x4s, and he kataned with it. I mean, he said this thing took a nasty beating, and it's just so awesome. I remember when I first took this thing out of the packaging. Excuse me. Took this thing out of packaging. I took it to some paper, and this thing was just shredding through like a razor. Like a razor. I even did one of those silly bottle tests, the water bottle test. You tie up the water bottle, and you just cut the water bottle right in half, and yes, it did it. And I've took it to some wood, and I cleaned the blade before this review with some WD-40, which works great for cleaning all blades and knives, and it's a good way to store your blades too, so they don't rust. And it helps, anything kind of come out of the sheath a little quicker. Um, Sorry. The blade finish is a satin. It's got a shine to it. So I would probably suggest putting some kind of finish on it where it would cause it to maybe not rust. The handle specified is called Kraton. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right, but Kraton. What also is really cool is on the back of this handle. Let me move this real quick. On the back of this handle, you have like this pummel. It's like it's got these ridges. So I guess you could use it for some stake hammering. Maybe like some tent stakes, or if you're trying to crack something open. Lord knows you could probably well, you could crack a lot of things out of there. Probably take that to a zombie, right? All you zombie lovers out there, yeah, that would do a number. Um, and in this handle, if you can see, I'm gonna have to put it against the red. It's got some holes in there for some lanyard, right there, too. Right by the head of the handle. You could definitely put some paracord through there. Paracord wrap the handle if you feel if that was necessary, if you wanted to. I might actually do that, but with as gummy as this grip is, I don't think I want to. Um, what else I was gonna say about this? It's so primitive and it's so simple, but yet so much to be said. Um, I already said how sharp this blade was. I mean, it was ridiculous. Now, there's an old saying I also seen in a couple of my favorite movies where these guys will take these really sharp knives and they'll shave with them. Now, I always thought that was really funny, but I was sitting on the couch the other day and I was bored and I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, this is just so funny. But I'm gonna shave with this. And I actually kind of took it to my arm and it got rid of some hairs. That sounds kind of weird. Sorry, but it does it. It shaves. This is a very sharp knife. This is a beast, and I really like it. And I would really suggest anybody to get this. I actually paid about $50 for this knife, and with the pommel at the end, with the miniature hammer or whatever we're trying to figure out what that is, uh, it's a full tang. It's definitely a full tang blade, and it would have to be, with a blade that thick and this heavy, and with the amount of force and trashing I've seen other YouTubers use this knife on, um, you would have to have full tang. You would have to have a full tang blade. So this is really nice. I'm pretty sure I've gone over everything. It's sharp, it's rugged, good handle, nice weight to it. If you don't mind a heavy blade. Um, Yeah, and plus, see if I can get this. It's Gunny approved. That guy's pretty cool in my book, but I don't know. Alright guys, well, like I said, this is my first video on YouTube, and I apologize for the, I don't know, the video. It's kind of messy, but I guess I got the point across. Go ahead, get this knife. Like I said, it's a good budget knife. If you're not wanting to spend a whole lot on a miniature machete, bowie, combat, survival knife, backwoods knife, bushcraft, whatever you want to classify this knife as, I would say get it. Really. It is awesome. And I love it. And I don't waste money and I don't waste time. So, take my word for it. Alright guys, leave your comments if you can.